Bro, it gets even worse.
No, what do you mean?
The over under for the Mavs is the exact same as in terms of the win total. They're expecting them to have the exact same wins, 50 wins.
Mm-hmm.
Like, bro, you got to be kidding me. They got the same exact fucking squad that they made the finals with. They got rid of the shit like Tim Hardaway Jr. Replaced him with Clay. Now Clay isn't who he used to be, not even close to it. But off the bench, he's super fucking good because he needs to play limited minutes, and if he does that, then he's very productive. In addition to that, it's going to be another year of experience for a kid as a coach, which is always good. And the Mavs would have had more wins than they ended up with. They secured the playoffs, so then they just took the last couple games of the season off. Like, I'm obviously going to take the over on that too. Like, unless Luca misses a shitload of time, that's easy. Like, what the fuck? Some of these are terrible, man. Like, what the fuck? But yeah, I was shocked. They got 44.5 as the over-under on the Lakers. Like, oh man, not even close.
Aha! I was about to say, this game better not fucking... Okay, there we go. Should I turn on ray tracing? What do you think, Snacks?
I I don't know.
It's Resident Evil 2, to be clear, the remake.
Check out the tweet I just sent you.
Okay. 1 second. Borderless window. Yeah, there we go. Oh, I saw that earlier today, yeah. Okay, so should I do Leon or Claire? What do you guys think? I need guidance here, people. I'm probably going to do Leon, but I'm assuming it goes like Leon A, Claire B. And then if you do Claire, it'll go Claire A, Leon B. All right, let's go. Let's do standard. Even though I kind of miss ink ribbons, I don't feel like doing hardcore.
Look, man, I'm serious, okay? I saw this with my own eyes.
Oh,
Here we go.
I believe you.
How's
buddy.
the audio,
I believe you.
everybody?
Just tell us a story. Tell us a story.
Okay, well, it was last Friday night. I was walking home from the bar, and this woman started coming towards me. She was staggering, you know, so I figured she was drunk.
Whoa, whoa. Okay, tell us.
Oh, did you already
now.
pick?
How many
I was
drinks
gonna-
did you have?
No, man, I
Oh.
barely had a buzz on.
Oh, come on.
I had
Just
a,
listen, all
I had an
She
opinion.
got closer, and I got a good look at her.
I picked Leon
her eyes,
first.
her nose, her
Yeah,
whole-
I want to Clary
Look, it was
Leon
lying.
B.
Yeah.
I might go through the game a second time and do Clary Leon. I might.
Sounds like my wife.
I've never seen anything like it. I haven't been
Okay.
able to sleep since that night.
All right, calm down, buddy. Calm down. Just, hey, you gotta stay strong, okay? Don't give in to fear out there, right?
Yeah, well, you got that right. If you freeze up around these things, they'll sink their teeth in you. I should attack somebody.
Oh, come on. Just getting good. I need some sleep.
I am holding steady at 60 frames. Oh!
Shit.
That's like one of my fears in life. Hitting somebody with your car when you're driving. That is like something that I have nightmares about.
What do I do? What am I gonna do?
They better not fuck up Leon. That's all I can say. And I will call it out if I feel like they fuck up Leon. Because this is Leon first day on the job.
No one's around.
He's not
That's
Resident
weird.
Evil 4 Leon. Okay, so we just started, but based off Leon's mannerisms and voice, I think they got it right, which I was concerned about because everyone knows Leon as like the special services guy from Resident Evil 4, but in this game he's like a super green cop. So I think they got that right. So really happy about that. Also, happy about holding steady at 60 FPS. I haven't experienced any real frame drops yet. Okay. Pretty straightforward so far. Like, yeah, he looks like he could be like a college kid or something. I think they nailed it.
Hello? Anybody there? Something's not right.
wait a minute. I want to see if I can see something. Wait a minute. Is that 87 cents a gallon for gas? Yeah, it is. 87 cents, man. 87 cents a gallon. We used to be a proper country. Oh, and since I actually didn't ask, Snacks, how was your day? How are you doing?
I'm alright.
Mm-hmm. Unremarkable? So, I'm sure you've probably already seen a lot of it, but since Tim Walz got named as the VP, they've been digging in very heavily looking for the dirt, and it's pretty good dirt. I don't know if you've seen a lot of it or not, but there is some good dirt out there on that dude. Apparently, he once drank a gallon of horse semen.
Bro, what?
Mm-hmm. Let me see if I can find it here. He had to get his stomach pumped because he drank too much horse semen.
Jesus Christ, there's no way that's real.
Resident Evil 2 doesn't have co-op, to my knowledge. That'd be pretty cool, but I
Yeah,
don't
it
think so.
doesn't, no. The only co-op Resident Evil games is 5 and 6.
Mm-hmm. So according to, yeah, when he was in high school, he jerked off a horse and then drank the semen and had to get his stomach pumped.
What the fuck?
So he didn't drink a gallon of it, but he did drink it, and as near as I can tell, this story's objectively true.
Why the fuck didn't she just get fucking butt plugged then if she was gonna fucking have her VP be a faggot? What the fuck? Bro, JD Vance has the easiest fucking VP debate of all time. Because all he's got to do is go in there and be like, you know what? I don't know if you guys remember, but a couple of weeks back they were doing that whole thing trying to call me weird. This guy had to get his stomach pumped because he
You
drank a
alright?
gallon of horse semen. And that's literally the only thing he needs to say.
Don't
Just
move.
say that and then
I'll be
walk
back
out.
for you.
That, wow.
On a slightly more serious note, he also committed, I think it's called stolen valor, because he was deployed in, I want to say, the national he was deployed, or he was enlisted in some unit of the army, and then he de-enlisted right before they were deployed to Iraq. He basically realized he was actually going to have to go fight because of the war in Iraq, and he left. And I guess I did not know this, that's actually stolen valor.
I wouldn't call that stolen valor, even if it technically is and everything. You know, that's not what I'm getting at.
Mm-hmm.
What I would call it is a much more damning accusation of outright cowardice.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's what it sounds like. It sounds like he joined the military to take advantage of benefits, up to and including people being like, oh, wow, he's a hero. Look at his service.
Mm-hmm.
And then when it's like, okay, you're going to be deployed to go fight in a war because it's literally your job. It was like, oh, time for me to leave.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he did have the Oh, yeah, he did have the DUI, Sonny, but who cares about that, right? Like, he had a DUI 30 years ago, and then he stopped drinking because of it. Like, that's... I don't think that's that big of a deal. But the stolen valor thing is pretty bad. I mean, honestly, all you really need to attack him on is his record. Like, he is a progressive. He just looks like a Midwestern centrist, but he's not.
Stop moving.
Officer, you need help?
Stay back, sir. I got this.
Freeze! I'll shoot!
Man, this is such a good-looking game. Tim Walz has embellished and selectively omitted facts and circumstances of his military career for years. We, retired command sergeants major of the Minnesota National Guard, feel it is our duty and responsibility to bring forth the truth as we know it concerning his service record. So we have put together a timeline of his service post 9/11. On September 18th, 2001, so a week after 9/11, Tim Walz re-enlisted in the Minnesota Army National Guard for 6 years. Let's see here. In late summer of 03, First Sergeant Walz deployed with the 125th Field Artillery Battalion in support of Operation Enduring Freedom to Italy. The mission was to augment United States Air Force Europe security forces doing base security for 6 months. Let's see here. In no way were the units or soldiers of the 125th Field Artillery Battalion replacing any units or military forces so they could deploy to Iraq or Afghanistan. In May 16th of 2005, he quit, leaving the 125th and its soldiers hanging without its senior non-commissioned officer as the battalion prepared for war. His excuse to other leaders was that he needed to retire in order to run for Congress, which is false. That's not going to play well in the Rust Belt. We have ourselves a key. Alright, let's get out of here.
No way. This can't be. Hey, what are you doing?
What do you mean, what am I doing? I'm running away from the zombie.
What the?
How's the stream look, by the way, guys? Does the stream look good? I'm getting 60 beautiful frames over here, personally. Oh god, I don't have any ammo.
What the?
Don't shoot!
Get down!
Oh, good thing I saved that one bullet, because I needed it, I guess.
You alright?
Yeah, I think so. Thanks.
You can thank me later, when we're safe.
Holy shit.
Come on! Get in! Hold on.
I'm trying to decide if the game is too dark or not.
What the hell is going on?
I don't know. Hopefully they'll have some answers at the police station.
Wait, you're a cop?
Yeah, Leon Kennedy. You are?
Claire. Claire Redfield.
Live around here?
No. I'm looking for my brother. He's a cop too.
Well, it's a good thing we found each other. I don't know what to expect anymore.
Can't believe he drank it first and get his stomach pumped. Like, why isn't that all over Twitter right now?
If you search for Tim Wall's horse, you'll find it, believe me.
This was the top result that I found after doing that search.
Okay, so they just showed the name of the director of this game. There were two of them. Neither of them were Shinji Mikami. So did this game not have Shinji Mikami directed? That's crazy. The father of Resident Evil.
Free food and medical supplies will be provided to everyone in need.
Oh my god, this is so unreal.
Police station's not much farther. They'll know something.
Yeah, but what if we're the only ones? What if there's no
No,
survivors?
there's survivors. It's a big city. There has to be.
Okay, so here's what it is. When Tim Walls was in the army, he got as high as CSM, but was demoted to MSG, and he still promotes himself as a retired CSM. What is CSM? That would be Corporal CSM. What is CSM? And MSG for that matter.
Command Sergeant Major.
Thank you. And he was demoted to MSG, and he still
Master Sergeant.
he still promotes himself as a retired Command Sergeant Major, which is Soul Valor. Okay, there we go.
Yeah. You can't do that. You can't do that. If you get demoted, you can't claim you retired as the highest rank you achieved.
Mm-hmm.
You can't do that.
Oh boy, that'll play well in the Rust Belt.
Oh yeah, he's oof.
Looks like we're walking from here.
So when Donald Trump addresses the fact that Walls is the VP
More
in
like
his next
running.
speech,
Yeah,
should he
good
do
call.
like the Wes Welker restaurant thing and just keep making horse puns over and over again?
You gotta back up.
You know, those Democrats, they sure know how to get back on the horse. They say you're not supposed to change a horse midstream.
There, get out. Get out now!
Yeah, like, there's a shitload of people talking about that, like, oh, come on, that's obviously not true. And it's like, yeah, see, fucking, J.D. Vance should absolutely blast this guy, because Tim Walz says he can't wait to debate J.D. Vance if he's willing to get off the couch.
Yeah.
And then after that he said, see what I did there? And it's like, oh, well, if you want to talk about stories, you know, I can definitively say that that's fake. Because the claim is that I said that I did that in the book that I wrote, and you can clearly see, on account of the fact that it's a fucking book and you can read it, that there is no line like that in the book. That never happened.
Correct.
I made it up. So if we're gonna talk about shit like that, why don't we talk about the fact that you had to get your fucking stomach pumped when you were in high school because you drank a gallon of horse semen? Oh, what's that? That's a fake story? Well, you decided to make up some bullshit about me. Why don't you take the fucking effort to prove what I said was not true, since I just proved what you said isn't true. How about that, fucker? Horse fucker.
You can't stay here, it's not safe!
Go on ahead. I'll meet you at the station.
I'll be there! This is out of control.
I have one bullet left. I have one bullet. This is like the end of Die Hard when John McClane's down to 2 bullets.
Shit. It's everybody. They've all turned. There it is. The station. You know, they'll never be able to do better than the original Resident Evil Mansion, but the police station is a great Resident Evil map. Our Raccoon City Police Department. Hello? Is anybody here?
I'm gonna try that. Okay, I just turned up the brightness. Let me know if it's too much for you guys. But now I can see really well, maybe a little too well. Let me know how it affects the stream. Because if it's like unwatchable, I'll turn it back down a little bit.
There has to be someone here. Not good.
You there? I found a way out. It's in here. Send reinforcements. Easy. East hallway!
I gotta find that guy.
Donald Trump has been shot at more times than Tim Walz, and Tim Walz served in the army for many years. Dude, RFK right now is like, dude, I'm off the hook for the bear thing. I haven't committed the worst sin with animals of the last week of news. Wait, there's ammo over there. How do I get over there? Can I not? Dang it. Non-standard issue gun with problems that make it impractical for the general public. What the hell does that mean? This looks like a very standard Glock. How is this impractical for the general public? Huh. What an odd thing to say. Okay, I'm looking at my own stream, and it looks totally fine. I think the brightness actually makes things look a little bit better for the stream viewer. So. That's all you got? A orphanage? That makes your city interesting? Man, okay.
You kissed your father in the mouth. He drank a gallon of horse cum.
You know, I always thought that in 30 years we'd have, you know, millennials and Gen Zers running for public office and stuff. And I thought that at that point elections would just dissolve into, like,
ridiculous accusations and name calling. It did not take nearly as long as I thought. You drank a gallon of horse semen. You had sex with a couch. By the way, what's wrong with having sex with a couch anyway? Like, it actually sounds like a pretty decent idea. Like, I don't even know why that's supposed to be that big a deal. It's funny. That's what horny teenagers do.
Look at this. AP News fact-checking the claim that with Waltz in the Gallon account.
Well, that's like the Norm Macdonald thing, where like he got the name of the smokestacks of Dachau wrong, so
Hold the fort.
Adam Eckert corrected him, and he's like, "Oh yeah, you would know, wouldn't you?" That's what it is, right? The smokestacks of Dachau.
I think in that situation they were talking about Birkenau, but I'm not 100%.
Oh shit! Oh, I thought this was a big bundle of money. I thought I was playing Payday all of a sudden and I was going to get to rob the police station. Oh, Santi, so fucking DSP went on Kino Casino tonight and got interviewed by them. It might still be going, actually. It's on Kick. But apparently they're in with Mr. Medicare.
You got this.
And they actually asked DSP, are you willing to do a show with Medicare as a guest? And DSP was like, okay, so we might actually get a DSP versus Medicare stream after all. And they were basically saying, look, it's kind of one of his dreams to do this because he was one of your detractors for so long, and now he's probably about to die. And DSP was like, okay, sure, I guess. Oh, hey, Pi Dimension, what's up, man? Welcome to the stream. Pi, Frank Vogel. So it is now confirmed beyond all shadow of a doubt that both participants on the Democrat ticket this year know how to drink semen.
Gallons of it.
Wild, man. What a time to be alive. Oh, wait, this is where I came from. Duh. Wow. I have 2 full first aid sprays already. They load you up early.
Jesus.
Open up! Hurry! Open up! Open this goddamn door!
I'll get you out!
Please!
Give me your hand.
Help me!
Oh,
I got you.
yoink.
Tim Waltz apparently has a real history of horsing around. Did they not vet this guy at all? What a way to saddle the ticket with unnecessary baggage.
Well, you know, that's what the Democrats get for changing horses midstream.
Yeah. At this point, I think Mr. Ed might have been a better pick than Kamala.
Oh, Jesus Christ, dude. You just activated, like, a repressed memory for me. Holy shit.
Does it have anything to do with Masato's feet?
No. Back in, like, 05 or something, I remember surfing YTMND with my friend, because that was, like, our favorite site back in the day. We would just surf through random YTMNDs. And we found one that was called Mr. Ed, and we clicked on it, and it was a girl giving a sexual service to a horse. And
Oh no.
we were not very happy about that. Yeah. So you just made me think of that. Holy shit. Wow, I haven't thought about that in forever. Oh, nice. This guy took notes. Okay.
Oh shit. Even Megan McCain's getting in on it, bro. She said, I knew next to nothing about Tim Waltz before this week and listened to several interviews, podcasts, did some research. All I'll say is that I think this guy's a Trojan horse.
Jesus! They're everywhere!
Even Megan McCain, bro! Oh no!
Come on. God damn it! Watch out!
Oh, there we go. Remember when a VP misspelled the word potato?
Safe.
And that was like considered to be the worst thing a VP had ever done?
Thanks.
Marvin Browner.
Classic Dan Quayle moment, yes.
Leon Kennedy. There was another off strike. I couldn't.
Dan Quayle should have blown a horse, obviously.
Here. I'm sure you did what you could, Leon.
Does anyone know what started this?
Not a clue. But honestly, all you need to know is...
Oh my god. I just remembered. Fucking Jackass 2. One of the climactic stunts is Chris Pontius drinking horse semen.
Ugh.
Wow, that movie's going to be making a comeback over the next few days.
that this place will eat you alive if you aren't careful.
Yeah, well, I was supposed to start last week, and I got a call to stay away. I wish I'd come here sooner.
You're here now, Leon. That's all that matters.
Okay, Lieutenant? I'm ready.
Hopefully you'll be able to find a way out of this station. That officer you met earlier, Elliot. He thought this secret passageway might do the trick.
This is good news. We can get you to a hospital.
No, I am not the priority here.
Lieutenant, I'm not just gonna leave you here.
I'm giving you an order, rookie. You save yourself first. I'd come with you, but I'd just slow you down. Now, you'll need this.
I can't take him.
Stop. And don't make my mistake. If you see one of those things, uniform or not, you do not hesitate. You take it out. Or you run. Got it?
Man.
Yes, sir.
I haven't played the original Resident Evil 2 in so long, I don't remember if that game had a Marvin in it or not. Is this a new character? Or is this a character from the old game they adapted?
It was in the original.
Okay.
In the remaster, he had a much bigger role.
Mm-hmm.
But that's just because everybody had more dialogue in the remaster compared to the original.
Mm-hmm. I remember this game had the mayor that was like really into taxidermy or something, and he had some woman's corpse in his office that he wanted to fuck. I can't remember his name. I'm assuming he's going to be in this as well.
I think you're thinking of the police chief, Chief Irons.
Yeah, there we go.
This is not how I imagined my first day.
Sugar, sugar, do, 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 do. Ooh, I'm about to make a name for myself here. You know how long I've been waiting for this? Oh my god, that was grisly.
What?
Oh wow, apparently there was a 5.6 magnitude earthquake in California like an hour ago.
California's a huge place. Like where? Because even if it was in LA, I wouldn't have fucking felt it where I was at work. Like, even if it was in LA, I wouldn't have fucking felt it if it was a 10, bro. Like, earthquakes don't, like, the effect is barely fucking noticeable at long distances. You basically only really feel it if you're within 15 miles of the epicenter.
Okay.
Otherwise, it may just be shakes, but like you can't even really tell with the way
20.
buildings are made.
Okay, looks like it was about 20 miles southeast of Bakersfield.
Yeah, there's no chance in hell I would have felt that because I was in San Diego. And San Diego is like massive. So I'm not even
Yeah.
doxing myself by saying that because San Diego is like
9 kilometers west of Mettler. Okay. Man, California is fucking big.
yeah.
And the crazy thing
Oh,
is,
I was thinking of something else. Fuck me, Bakersfield is like 150 miles north of L.A., bro. There's no fucking shot.
here, I'll send
Like I
you.
said, it could have been a 10. I never would have felt it. Holy shit.
Alright, yeah, I just sent the thing to you. Yeah, San Diego's not even in the tremor zone. Alright, first floor map. Oh shit. God damn it. Yeah, my aim is not locked in right now. Last time I played a Resident Evil game that felt like this, it was Resident Evil 1 Remake. And I remember the Crimson Head stuff, so I'm afraid about leaving dead bodies, but... No Crimson Heads here.
No. That was only in Remake 1.
Yeah.
There aren't Crimson Heads in Resident Evil 2.
Mm-hmm.
The reason that they did that, though, was to create a gameplay loop where you would either use more resources to ensure that they wouldn't respawn as Crimson Heads,
Mm-hmm.
or to make it more dangerous and to also make you move faster through the game
Mm-hmm.
if the Crimson Head spawned. In this game, Mr. X serves that function.
Mm.
You can't take your time in the police station because Mr. X is chasing you.
Mm-hmm. I do love Mr. X. He's awesome. Ooh, a roll of film. What am I supposed to do with that there? 109. Shotgun. Okay, I can't open any of these because I don't have a 2 key. I just shot you! Wait a minute. Do they always get back up? They do, don't they? All right. Wait a minute. Is this the film room? Yes! It is. Okay, it's picture. Okay. So apparently, after the Aiden Ross stream the other day with Trump, Kamala Harris has been begging Kai Cenat to do a stream with her, and he refused.
That's hilarious.
I mean, if you're a streamer like that, if that's your life, if your career is streaming, all you should really care about is content. And getting to interview a presidential candidate or a vice president, however you want to look at them, that's like, if you turn them down, that must to a certain extent let you know how astroturfed this all is. Blue and red herbs mixed together is good. Okay. Well... Wait, gunpowder? Wait, is this game like Resident Evil 3 where you make your own bullets? Awesome. I love that mechanic.
Yeah, the crafting mechanic from RE7 was really popular, so they put that in this game too.
And usually I don't like crafting mechanics in games, but I really like it in Resident Evil. All right. Now we're playing Payday, I guess. Oh, shit. Okay, that actually got me. I was not expecting that. Well done. Um... Shotgun shells.
Oh no.
What?
Let me see if this is real first before I start yapping about it.
Right.
Son of a bitch.
Ooh, we have a... What is that, like a spade? A blue spade? Yeah. Hmm.
What in the...
ChatGPT doesn't want to believe it.
What happened?
They already got to him. Someone posted a screenshot of them talking to ChatGPT, asking if Governor Walz had his stomach pumped, and the response was, "Yes, it's true. Governor Walz has had his stomach pumped in the past. It was reported to be a very sticky situation." And I was like, "Wait, what the fuck?" So like this was from hours ago. And ChatGPT would say that. However, they've already gotten to ChatGPT because when I tried it now, I said, "Is it true that Governor Walz had his stomach pumped in the past?" It immediately did the canned response of, "It's important to be wary of rumors, and you should look for credible and reliable multiple sources before you make the claim that blah blah blah." And I'm all like, "But you were telling people a couple hours ago." And it was all like, "Well, I don't have access to the most up to date information," all that kind of shit. And I'm like, "Oh wow, you're really worried about this."
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty fucking gross. You do not want to take on the right wing in a mean battle. You will lose.
Also, there's footage of Waltz at some small scale town hall kinds of things where he made the claim that he went to war when again he didn't. So yeah, that's stolen valor too.
Oh boy.
So the Minnesota National Guard, the deployment that he would have went on, that deployment got extended in Iraq, so he would have been forced to be there for 22 months.
Yeah, and then once he realized he'd actually have to fight, he got out of there.
Yeah, as soon as he heard you're going to Iraq, he was like, "No!" Howard.
Aha! There we go. I was wondering when I was going to get more than 8 item slots. That seemed like not enough.
Leon, it's Marvin. I need you back here ASAP.
Are you okay, Marvin?
I've got something to show you. It's important.
Copy that. I'll be right there.
Do I turn around and go back the way I came, or do I go downstairs?
Jesus. What the fuck? Damn it.
I don't even know what this thing is. What is this, a jack? Like you can lift something up? Okay, I think I see what's going on there. Okay, I think I can get back to the main hall through that door. We've been talking about it all night, right, guy? Right now we're just memeing about it, but I mean, there's no way Snacks was gonna like him, right? He's a progressive, pretending to be like a Midwestern moderate Democrat by looking like.
Oh, right, guy. I actually love the Waltz pick so much because you know what? I am with her.
Take a look.
I'm gonna vote for Kamala. Like,
Yes.
what did you think I
I
was
knew
gonna?
she'd make it.
You know her?
Yeah. Name's Claire. I came into town with her.
You can get to that courtyard. Through the second floor. East side.
I'm on it. Thanks, Lieutenant.
Yeah, he was a Tim Walz has a quote from not even very long ago at all that was something like, "One person's socialism is another person's neighborliness," or something. I remember when any degree of sympathy towards socialism was like an immediate red scarlet letter that you could never win elections at a national level. They're getting closer. I don't like it. I will say, picking Tim Walz has ended up being much more hilarious than any other pick she could have made. There's something to be said for that. Yeah, this dude literally altered the Minnesota state flag to look like Somalia's flag to make Somalians feel at home. That's what we're dealing with here. Like... what in the world?
So I asked ChatGPT, I said, if over 100 women reject me for being a liar and sneaky, is it my fault? And he goes on this long thing. He says, it's definitely worth taking a close look at the feedback you're receiving. If multiple people are telling you they perceive you as a liar or sneaky, there might be some patterns in your behavior that are worth addressing. It's possible that there are habits or ways of interacting that could be contributing to this perception. And he gives me like a list of things to focus on. I was like, okay, what if it was 109 women telling me the same thing? That if 109 women are expressing similar concerns about you being a liar or sneaky, it suggests that there might be a recurring issue in how you're presenting yourself or interacting with others. While it might feel overwhelming, it's an opportunity for significant personal growth. Here are some steps you might consider. I say, well then, does that mean that 109 countries expelling Jews for being sneaky liars? They have a good point too. He says, no, it does not. Historical and contemporary instances of discrimination. He just, I'm like, dude.
Yikes. Well, at least you tried. Ooh. You know how long I've been waiting for this? I'm about to make my name for myself here. Oh, here we go. Okay, I need to get the red book and put it there. All right. That's pretty manageable. Oh, okay, I didn't even see that. Oh, that's great. Oh, I forgot about the elevator in this game. Yes. The elevator that crashes into the side of the police station. There we go. I totally forgot about this, but now that it's here, it's actually a very memorable part of this game. Look at that. Hey, Austin. Oh, Austin, look up Tim Wall's Horse Semen. We've been talking about it all night. Oh, nice. I'll put it in the box when I get back to it, though. That's better. The initials of our first names.
If you ever feel down, just keep in mind that Kamala spent millions of dollars on that J.D. Vance's Weird campaign, and Trump didn't have to spend a dime to get people to say the walls drank a gallon of horse cum. D E.
Alright, so that's MRG. MRG, okay. No, I don't think so, Austin. D-E-N. Den. Or is it N-E-D? Ooh. There we go. Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
This is a good one. Because it's from Kaguya's Top Gal, you may have already seen it, but if you haven't, that's a really good one.
Let me take a look here. Oh, yes, I have seen that one. It's a good one, though.
I like how they had to choose doing that instead of the movie, you know?
Oh,
Son of a bitch.
Alright, not much life left in that knife. But, well, actually, okay, actually, I don't think that's so as bad as I thought. But, it's serving its purpose. It's keeping me alive.
For some reason, they're trying to claim that Leonardo da Vinci was gay now. That's fucking fascinating.
I feel like that's been around since Assassin's Creed 2 had that hugging scene with him and Ezio.
Literally any historical figure that wasn't married and had like a ton of kids. Any historical figure, they try to claim they were gay. Because apparently, and I didn't know about this, during the 70s and the 80s, it was considered like a rite of passage if you were getting a degree in the social sciences to write a dissertation about how X historical figure was actually gay.
I've
So
heard
those
about
papers
this.
being published online with the transition of the internet era, dumbass Zoomers who have been brainwashed into being homos by Jewish propaganda, they love that slop, and they just fucking off like a rocket, you know?
Yeah.
Oh my god, this dude was actually gay, that's awesome, because I'm gay! It's like, no, you're not gay. You're like fucking 14 and you watch too many TikTok videos, you're not gay.
I understand the confusion, though.
Yeah. You know what? That is a great question. Why do gay dudes who buy a child, take a picture holding the child in the hospital bed like they're the one that gave birth? Doesn't make any sense. They should take a picture of them holding the child like in a bank. X loves to talk about gay people. It's because gay people love to talk, and while Joker's streaming instead of watching the footage, what I'm doing is reading Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
And all those gay people yapping about how gay they are, it fucking, like, I see this and I'm like, this is complete bullshit. So then I start ranting about it to my friend. You know, the guy that I'm talking to?
Yeah. Okay, is there something in this room or something?
Because, I mean, Austin, I read a tweet where people are like, hey, by the way, Leonardo da Vinci was gay. And I'm like, no, he fucking wasn't. And I'm like, hey, Joker, get a load of this. Like,
I
it
don't.
happens constantly every day.
Yeah.
Like, trust me, if gay people spent less time yapping, I wouldn't fucking talk about them so much. Because they wouldn't be bothering me.
I feel like the zombies respawn, so I don't want to keep going around in circles and killing them because I'm probably wasting ammo.
Some enemies respawn, not all of them.
Mm-hmm.
When you're playing on lower difficulties and you have an absolute fucking shitload of ammo, you could just wipe them out to your heart's content. Very few actually respawn, usually only in certain select areas. Well, I was wrong. Actually, nobody respawns. There is no respawning enemy in the game. It's just that at certain points in the game, new enemies spawn in the same area if the enemy had, or if the place had already been cleared. But any enemy you kill is dead for good. How come elections in Washington State seem to stop at like 58% of the vote? I remember in March they stopped at 60% of the vote after polls closed. It's because they're conditioning you for election night in November, so that at 60% of vote count, what they're actually doing is continuing to count and seeing how many votes they need to make up. And then once they have that for sure, like about a week later, then they'll, yeah, Democrat wins again.
Which is why you should always make the big cities count first. That's what Youngkin did when he won Virginia.
It's actually not a bad idea. Just be like, okay, we have our vote total, but we're gonna wait until you finish counting first before we say anything.
Oh, okay.
Leon?
Claire! Hold on! I'll be right there!
Okay.
Claire! It's so nice to see you.
How you doing? That helicopter just came out of
Yeah.
nowhere.
I'm in one piece.
I'm guessing you don't have a key in one of those fancy pockets?
Unfortunately, no. But how are you doing?
You know, just surviving.
That's good.
Yeah.
Any luck with your brother?
No, not yet.
Claire, don't lose hope. I'm sure we're gonna find him. Damn it. You know what that means?
Yeah.
Also, I don't know if you've seen this yet, Snacks, but Cori Bush got blown out in the primary.
Claire, I think you should go.
Don't worry about me, Leon.
I did see that.
You take care of yourself.
That absolutely BTFO'd.
Claire, you need to go. Now!
Okay, let's get through this. Both of us.
Marvin, I've got a situation here. I'm surrounded by zombies. Marvin, do you copy? Marvin! Damn it!
Wait a minute, can I not get through here anymore? Damn it.
Just you bastard. Oh, what the hell?
Oh, I haven't had the chance to explain this to you yet because I've barely been watching. But, if when you're aiming, when your crosshairs go from the way that they look when you first start aiming to suddenly they get smaller, you know, they zoom in a little bit.
Yeah.
When they get smaller like that, what that means is that your next shot is going to do more damage. So if you're in a position where you can wait like that, then take it because you'll use less ammo that way.
That's God.
God damn it.
Jesus, what the hell happened up here, man?
bing, 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 bing.
Still alive.
Well, that was useful. Okay, it. I think I want to go this way.
Shit! Damn it!
Fucker.
Fuck!
Man, there are a lot of them. God damn, getting out of here is going to be absolute hell. And getting out of here is going to be brutal.
Oh, what a fucking useless bitch. When he was in the fucking National Guard, he was in a fucking artillery battalion. And he was scared to go? You have any idea how fucking safe he would have been? What a fucking cunt. Modern day artillery fires like fucking miles away from the actual fucking where it's called in at, bro. Like,
Yeah, somebody earlier today on Twitter said that Tim Walz is what MSNBC thinks a Midwestern centrist Democrat looks like. Because he used to coach football and has a jovial and fatherly nature to him.
unbelievable.
I think I did Austin, but I don't think I ever have done that. I need someone. think so.
You know what's really funny is they're fighting damn hard to try to make it seem like like they always do. Where it's like, oh, the Democrats, that's the thinking man's option. This is really a case of intellect versus stupidity, blah blah blah. And it's all like, you guys realize Trump and Vance both went to Ivy League schools, and this fucking Walls guy went to fucking podunk fucking college.
Yeah, me too, Austin.
To be fair, if he ended up winning, I think he'd actually be the first vice president in the history of the nation who went to a junior college.
That's almost certainly true.
So again, like I say all that shit because they're like, it's hilarious. I'm actually seeing some of the Democrat attempts where they're going at with this. It's like, this is now a jocks versus nerd election, comparing Walls to Vance, and it's like, okay, so Vance is a nerd because why?
Because he looks like one when he doesn't have a beard.
I guess. It's all like, okay, he was in the Marines and he went to Yale. Meanwhile, Vols went to a fucking community college and yeah, he coached football badly. But, he's a complete fucking pussy who literally fucking ran to make sure that he didn't get deployed because he was scared about going to Iraq in a fucking field artillery battalion. That is astonishing. This guy would have been about as safe as somebody who works, who's in the Air Force when deployed. Like, the odds he would have been in any danger whatsoever, it's not zero, but it's about as close to zero as you can get. Like, genuinely, he would have been in more danger of dying in a fucking car crash on base.
He would have been in more danger sticking his head out of a bus and yelling.
Not even a joke. Like, what a complete bitch. So yeah, it's great because like, as they come at it with this fucking retarded like mindset, this guy comes in sarcastically. He's like, "Oh yeah, well Tim Waltz is a social studies teacher from Chadron State College who earned a Master of Science in Educational Leadership from Minnesota State University Mankato. J.D. Vance has never faced an intellect like this." Holy shit. I can't fucking wait for that fucking VP debate, bro, because Walls is going to do exactly like he just did earlier, where he's going to make some reference to a couch, and then Vance is going to be like, "Oh yeah, I heard you like to swallow horse cum." Like, hey man, I'm just surprised you could get off the couch. Hey, quit horsing around.
I'm going to assume that goes there, but I don't know why I can't detonate it. Do I need another part? A medium-sized electronic gadget.
Sorry guys, I don't mean to sound racist, but I don't think that white people should be exterminated. That's pretty good. I don't know about anybody else, but I got an ad break, so.
The worst part about Hitler was the hypocrisy.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't think that was the worst part about Hitler. cap? Wait a minute. Maybe this is it? Yes, okay. Yeah, no problem, Gino. Thank you for doing that. Sorry I had to end the stream then, but I had places to be. I'm doing pretty good, Gino. MP3. Alright. I don't know. What do I want to do, y'all?
I think you'll enjoy this meme. Oh no. Please tell me he doesn't like this one. Okay, this absolutely devastates my opinion of Mr. Sausage substantially.
Mm-hmm.
His most recent video that he posted today was Mega Hot Dog.
I saw it, but I didn't watch the video.
What he did is he took 48 hot dogs and he used the meat glue from the previous episode to take those 48 hot dogs after he ground them up and turned it into one giant hot dog.
Mm-hmm.
And then he cooked it. But the thing is, and the reason that I say that this really damages my opinion of him as a man,
Mm-hmm.
is that the hot dog brand was Bar S.
Never heard of him.
Those hot dogs taste like shit, bro. They're terrible. They're just the cheapest hot dogs. That's why they're a brand and why they sell.
Mm-hmm.
But bro, they taste like such fucking awful shit, bro. They're the worst tasting hot dog brand. Any brand is better tasting than Barras. It tastes like fucking dog shit. It's terrible. So he was all like, well, it's just a really large hot dog, so it's not doing anything special, but it's still pretty good. I give the Mega Sausage a 4 out of 5. I'm like, bro, you have no taste. Like, RS is 2 out of 5 at best, man. Like, fucking 1 out of 5, 9 times out of 10. I'm all like, well, with that to factor in terms of how his scale goes, of how he's rating things, like, this brings everything into question.
Right. Gino, we signed Connor today. Connor got signed. Do you not watch my YouTube channel? Wait a minute. I have an idea. Okay, where does the red one go? Okay. Oh, I see what's going on here. I mean, it's a very crude drawing, but I think I'll be able to utilize this. Okay, so the tiger is lion, branch, bird. Okay.
So anyway, normal schedule for you tomorrow, I assume, going to work and all that.
Yeah.
I have a pretty normal schedule too. Okay, unicorn. Twin fish, scorpion, pouring jar. The only way Trump wins Minnesota at this point, I think, would be if Kamala's campaign collapses or there's a significant recession. Because
There's also the chance that Walz is actually way less popular than people thought, but I don't really consider that all very likely. But it's still on the table, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, he's relatively popular with Minnesota's current population, which is, you know, a lot of Somalis.
Yeah.
Because he kisses their ass constantly. Like, this VP pick means, I guess, one of three things. One, they know they're going to lose and they're trying to avoid the humiliation of losing Minnesota. So they're trying to shore up Minnesota to at least, you know, stop the blowout, to stem the blowout. Two, they know they're going to win no matter what because they're just going to take it. So they can pick whoever they want. It literally doesn't matter. I guess the third option would be they legitimately think they can trick people into thinking this is like a Dixiecrat. Because he looks like... Because he kind of looks like a typical Midwestern moderate Democrat when that's really, really far from reality. And they think they'll be able to sell him as a moderate. And I'll say this. If the Trump campaign allows the Harris campaign to convince the country that he's actually a moderate Democrat with his record over the last several years, then they fucked up really badly.
Yeah.
It should be very easy to paint him as far left.
Right. And obviously, we're all concerned that the second option is true, but I personally don't think that that's the case because of what came out about Shapiro.
Right.
Which was that the nomination was his, but he turned it down because he was concerned about giving up his governorship. Which is insanely idiotic because who the fuck wouldn't rather be vice president as opposed to governor of one state? But being vice president is way better for your political career. Because, like, that one thing you were showing me, it's all like, you have to go back to the fucking, like, a hell of a long fucking time ago. The last time that a guy who was vice president, who didn't run for president, was whoever was before Harry Truman. And that every single person who's been vice president either since then either was president and ran for president, or ran for president and won, or ran for president and lost, or had previously run for president already before becoming vice president.
Well, the exceptions were Spiro Agnew. He didn't because he couldn't.
Yeah.
That would have been the same.
Yeah.
And Dick Cheney, who was so unpopular by the time his term was up, it was also, absurd to even imagine it.
Yeah, so like everybody else, they at least get to be the fucking nominee, And if that's the case, hey, that should be excellent fucking news for Shapiro. Why wouldn't he rather be vice president, especially and be one heartbeat away from the presidency? What happens if Kamala, for whatever reason, they could easily perform the same kind of coup again in 4 years from now. And be like, hey, blah, 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 Kamala's not able to blah, blah, blah do it. Whatever. The point is, obviously, it's way better for him in every conceivable way to go ahead and be vice president. If he didn't want to give up his governorship, there's only one reason you would say that. You don't think you'll win. And if he is that certain to say something like that, because, you've got to at least fucking try. Because, it's not like if he runs and loses, he stops being governor. I don't think.
Right, right. But it would hurt him, because the thing with Shapiro is he's never been challenged. He's basically had a free win every time he's run.
Yeah, it would really hurt his future standing in his political career, because I'm all like, yeah, obviously Kane, he didn't give a shit, And senator is, depending on your point of view, more prestigious and better than being governor, but yeah, so like if Shapiro doesn't think you're going to win to the point where he's like, I'd rather not saddle myself with that, like to not even take the risk. To say that he'd rather not have the L on his record. Like, bro, you're fucked. And yeah, they needed Pennsylvania way more than they need Minnesota because, like you said, last time Minnesota voted for Republican was Richard Nixon.
Yeah. Well, the thing with that, what you're saying, Austin, is that Waltz, if you go back a little bit, actually has a lot of pro-Israel quotes too. Now, he'll try to pretend, he'll try to backtrack it, but Shapiro was doing that too. Like, you typically don't make it far in American politics without kissing Israel's ass, so, like, that argument doesn't work out that well. It's not like Waltz's lies are going to be that much more effective than Shapiro's lies. I guess it does go to show you how much the far left controls the Democrat Party now that they're able to get a VP like this when the presidential candidate is already pretty far left. And I know she's going to try to sell herself as something else. But, I mean, you know, you can look at her damn voting record. It's pretty fucking clear what's happening here.
I don't think that's the case in terms of what's going on here. What I think it is that at this point, especially with what Shapiro's done, I think it lends even more credence to this idea. I think the Dem internals are looking fucking awful for them. And they're all aware of it. So no matter what they're saying and how they're coping and what kind of bullshit they're feeding people, they know that this one, they're gonna get fucking wrecked. And it's gonna be bad. So I think what they did by offering up this far left Walt instead of anyone else is that they're like, fuck it, we're gonna lose anyway. We might as well sacrifice somebody who doesn't have a future.
Yeah, that too.
Because if anything, this is like, it's a perfect opportunity for the Democrats. Because once they lose, and they lose big here, what they get to do is they get to turn to the far extreme members of their party, and they get to say, look, we won against this unstoppable juggernaut Donald Trump. We actually beat the fucking guy in 2020 by running the moderate Joe Biden. And it doesn't matter that he wasn't moderate when he was president. It doesn't matter, because he'll still be able to claim that he was.
He was a moderate until he became president.
Right. So they could say, we beat that fucking juggernaut with a moderate. We ran his vice president, who was far leftist, and we gave her a far leftist pick. We appeased you motherless fucks, and look where it got us. That was the biggest ass kicking our party's ever received. So enough of your mouthy shit. You're gonna do what we fucking tell you, and we're gonna start trending towards the center, so that we can actually win. Once we've won, once we're back in power and back in control, then we can talk. But victory first, policy second. Which is kind of very similar to, but at the same time the opposite of what's going on with the Republican Party. Which is, we're not going with the guys that you're telling us are moderate. We're going with the guys you're telling us are far-right extremists, because that's who we fucking want, and that's who we're winning with. So you either get with the fucking program, or you're gonna keep losing.
Right. I mean, the thing is, Donald Trump is not far-right. Like, I know you know this.
I know. Yes,
he's a moderate who takes a different path to being a moderate. He's not a Jeb Bush moderate.
Yeah.
He's,
Yes. An actual moderate. However, you can't deny that he is much further to the right than people that they would hold up as being the vaunted, respectable Republican. You know, the Mitt Romney type, the Jeb Bush type.
Right.
And it's not because he's actually far right, it's because he, like you said, he's a moderate. Those guys are pretty much Democrats.
Yeah. And on trade, Trump is much further to the left than Romney or Bush was. On LGBT issues, he's actually more left than them by a pretty wide margin. Not that he's actually on the left of those issues, but compared to someone like Romney, who opposed
Rick Santorum.
Yeah, I think Romney opposed civil unions when he was when he was running for president.
Yeah, and that was the thing, is that Rick Santorum being, you know, it coming down to the two of them was pretty huge, because Rick Santorum was like virulently anti-gay. So he was like, I'm probably not going to win, especially on account of the fact that I'm going to get fucking killed nationally if I actually win this nomination. The only thing he was really trying to run for was to bring the party more in line with the way that he felt about that issue.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, people like the Squad will say we lost because the party didn't go far left enough. They're always going to say that, no matter what happens.
And
But it's
the
not
Squad
going to
loves
matter.
walls. I should say that the Squad really likes walls, so they have no excuse.
Yeah. And regardless, it's not going to matter what the fuck they say because they're the ones who are losing their primaries, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like, not AOC, that's fine. But, like, the primaries we've had just this year, we're already 2 down out of, like, a total of, I think, 12.
Something like that. Seems like only like 6 of them get attention, though, and the other 6 just hang around in the background.
Well, yeah, because the Squad was originally the 4 clams. AOC, Talib, Somalian Broad, and then
Illinois.
some other fat. Yeah, Illinois,
and then Ayanna Presley.
Probably. Like, I could never remember the 4th one's name. Bush and who?
Jamal Bowman.
It was, the guy who pulled the fire alarm.
Yeah, he got BTFO'd.
Yeah, badly. So, it is only 2, but the point is, they're losing.
Mm-hmm.
And they're not losing in the general, they're losing in the fucking primary. Their own party doesn't support them. So, if they're going to sit there and say we lost because we didn't go far left enough, like everything that we said, they were always going to bitch no matter what happens. Even if they win, they're going to continue to bitch. Number 2, like Joker said, they like Walt, so why would they be mad with him?
Yeah. I mean, if you want to go further left than walls, you're going to need literally, like, you're going to have to reanimate Stalin at that point.
Yeah. And number 3 is they're losing. They're losing their own fucking primaries. So you can't be the guy who says we're losing because of X, trying to guide party policy, when you running on that same policy can't even win your own fucking primary. I mean, you could say this about Donald Trump, Austin, because I know that you don't think that the 2020 election wasn't rigged because you weren't paying attention on election night that night, which is fine. Plenty of people weren't. But no matter what you want to say about Trump, he has never even come close to losing the primary. He has handily kicked the absolute shit out of all comers every single time. Not even fucking close.
Mm-hmm.
The party obviously wants him. So the question is whether or not the country wants him. And the answer again is obviously yes, but they rigged it in 2020. What are you going to do? But we're going to see it again here because what the media is even saying is for like this election comes down to not whether or not you like Kamala and Waltz, because so far no one likes them. They're just saying it just doesn't matter because they're not Trump, and that's the only thing that matters.
Mm-hmm.
So they're really trying to turn this election into the referendum on Trump. Do you want Donald Trump to be president again? And they're not putting up any candidate to actually like try to run on policy or to do anything other than just not be Donald Trump. And when they lose fucking badly, like they're gonna, the answer is going to be obvious. Oh, would you look at that? 2020, there was no primary because he was incumbent. Yes, there was a primary. There was a guy who ran against him, and he got blown the fuck out so hard that he dropped out almost immediately.
Now, it was it was a symbolic primary, but yeah.
Yes. And aside from all of that, it doesn't matter that you're the incumbent. There's always a primary. Fucking Biden ran in the primary. Initially, RFK was trying a primary against him. He was a nobody next. So were the guys who fucking ran against Biden this year.
Yeah. I mean, nobody would ever... Remember, the guy who ran against Biden this year was very... he was like on the forefront of like, guys, this guy's too fucking old. There's no way we can let this happen. We have to do something.
Yeah.
But you're right. He is a nobody because nobody who was a somebody was going to lose their career like that. He did it because he had nothing to lose. But
which is always the case.
In the Democrat primary this year was like, if you do this, we will destroy your entire career. And Dean Phillips didn't give a shit.
And RFK wanted to, but then they got him with that. He was challenging Biden. He was challenging him in the debates. He was challenging him in all this other stuff. But then he said, before there were any votes, he said, all right, fine, I'll be an independent. And it's because, look at all the fucking skeletons this dude had in his closet. Like... Oh, he's fucking wild. I halfway want to vote for him just for that bear thing. Like, who the fuck is sitting there like, oh my god, a dead bear? I know. I'm gonna butcher this thing. I always wanted bear meat for free. Like, what a fucking absolute lad. Snacks, you get what I mean? The incumbent president always wins a primary. Not always. And sometimes, like, a good example is Taft. Taft won, or he won the primary because Teddy Roosevelt ran against him in the primary, and Teddy ran against him in the primary. Teddy lost. It was close, but he lost substantially. When I say it was close, I mean it was close the same way that, like, for a primary was close.
It was competitive-ish.
Yeah. But when Teddy ran in November as an independent on the Bull Moose Party, he got more of the vote than Taft did. So yeah, I do see your point, Austin, where being the incumbent, it's almost guaranteed that you're going to win the primary. But at the same time, a lot of that is because the party itself is going to play games to stop you from being able to challenge the incumbent. Like I just mentioned with RFK. RFK absolutely should have had the opportunity to run against Biden in the Dem primary, and they just didn't let him. Not only that, but the Democrats were absolutely 100% fucking aware of Joe's health and mental state, and yet they refused to have an actual primary because they thought that they could hide it. Unfortunately, the debate went so poorly for them that they completely failed to hide it as he humiliated himself on international television. It became obscenely obvious just how far he had declined, and it led to a series of events that culminated in Joe himself having to fucking drop out of the race. And if they'd have been honest in the first fucking place, even if Joe ran in the primary, but they had a genuine primary around him and let people actually fucking compete, you can't say whether or not Biden would have actually won.
Yeah, and, 2024, there was a very fair and free primary system. Someone could have beaten Trump if they had gotten support, but nobody could do it. Like,
right.
There was every opportunity for the voters to say, we're tired of Trump, we don't want him anymore, and they didn't do it.
Especially after with what happened in 2020. Voters could very easily have said he lost fair and square. But that is a full half of the fucking country who are Republicans who vote for Donald Trump, who absolutely 100% till their dying day will never say that he lost fair and square. And I'm one of them, because I was actually watching this shit happen in real time. I will never be able to forget how fucking flabbergasted I felt watching as the voting rooms in Michigan started putting up plywood on the windows and kicked out, not all the vote counters, mind you, they only kicked out the vote counters who were there representing the Republican Party. And they kept the vote counters who were Democrats. And they continued counting votes. And no amount of alerting the police to this did anything. No amount of alerting the Republican Party did anything. No amount of alerting the various lawyers and everybody who are supposed to be overwatching this kind of fucking thing did anything. There wasn't even a fucking investigation. But I watched it fucking happen in real time. Then, as if that isn't enough, we end up getting the exit polls, and what they tell us is that Joe Biden, he didn't get more votes. He got a higher percentage of the black vote in Michigan than Obama did in 2008. So you're telling me after kicking out all the vote counters and putting up the plywood on the window to make sure that no one would be able to see into the room, they counted those votes and it turned out that Obama was less popular among blacks in Michigan than Joe Biden? There's no fucking way. There's not a chance in hell.
Where the fuck is the bow and arrow?
And that's exactly why I said what I said, Austin. It wasn't about vote totals. It was a higher percentage. Because the vote totals, like you said, of course more people voted in 2020 than in 2008. There's more people in general, let alone the outrageously high turnout that they needed to justify all those false ballots. But Obama got something like 88% of the black vote in 2008, and then Biden gets 95% of it.
Okay, we have
how the fuck
medallion.
Did that even happen? 12% of the blacks in Michigan didn't want to vote for the first black president, but fucking 7%.
Oh, and by the way, Brando asked
Change their
above how
minds.
you're liking this game. I think this game is excellent so far. Not that that should surprise anybody, but I am very impressed. This is everything you should want a remake to be.
Yeah, I think it's fair to say that Resident Evil 2's remake, it should certainly be in the argument for the best remake of all time. Black women vote Democrat 95% clip. Well, yeah, I know, and they
always
voted.
have though.
Yeah, exactly. They voted for Obama in huge numbers. They voted for Biden in huge numbers. But like, it's one of those things. Like that phrase that I like using, Austin, where it doesn't pass the smell test. Imagine, yeah. Imagine as I come up with this analogy here to give you an example. Imagine you've got a girlfriend. Now, if she's out late at night without talking to you or calling you or anything, and then she comes home, and when she comes home, there's blood on her shirt, and she says, "Oh my God, baby, I got into a horrible car accident and I just got back from the hospital because everything was so, we were in such a huge crisis and everything. I didn't really have time to talk to you, but I came here as soon as I could. They discharged me. Everything's fine. Everybody's okay. All that stuff, blah, blah, blah." Based off of context clues, you generally believe what she has to say. You'd ask some follow-up questions because you're concerned and everything, but it's not like you didn't trust her. Her story passed the smell test. But now let's say in the exact same situation, your girlfriend comes home really late one night without calling you or texting you or anything on the phone. She comes home, she's now very, very visibly drunk. She smells like alcohol and she also smells like weed. Her eyes are bloodshot. And she says, "Oh my God, baby, I'm so sorry. I got into this car accident and I was in the hospital and they just discharged me." And then she hiccups and like some semen comes out of her mouth when she hiccups. And she says, "But I swear to God, baby, I wasn't cheating on you. I just got into a car crash in the hospital. Just let me go so I didn't talk to you." You'd probably be a little suspicious. You probably wouldn't believe her story. You'd think, I think she might have been cheating on me. I think she might have gotten really drunk and high and then blown somewhere. Her story doesn't pass the smell test. You didn't watch her suck another man's dick. But it's very clear to you that at the very least, she didn't get into a car crash that necessitated her being in the hospital. And that's why she wasn't talking to you. You're now very suspicious. That's the kind of thing that I'm talking about.
I mean, ultimately, at the end of the day, if a government wants the general public to believe them about things like elections being fair, then it's on them to not do things that look as bad as putting up plywood and kicking out poll watchers.
Right. And then, of course, let's not forget my favorite part, where you watch as the vote totals come in, and they'd spent weeks previously talking about beware the false red wave, where it looks like the Republicans are winning, but then it turns out that they won't. And you look at the vote totals, and the way that it goes is that Trump has a huge lead to the point where it looks like there's basically no mathematical way that Biden could come back. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, Biden's little thing on the graph that just goes fucking straight up. And then it starts, after it goes straight up like that, it then resumes its path in the asymptote in the mathematical graph, and you're like, this doesn't make any fucking sense. That exact same fucking kind of thing happened in Venezuela a couple of days ago, and the Biden administration says that that is evidence that Maduro falsified the election and attempted to rig it. But when the exact same thing happened 4 years ago, totally free and fair.
No, I am not switching to fucking pussy mode. Shut the fuck up.
Said he would have won Virginia when Biden won Virginia by 10 points because I was watching as the votes were coming in and Trump was leading in Virginia, and then the pipe burst and then he started losing in Virginia. if I know that they fucking cheated in Michigan because of the fucking plywood going up, if I know that they cheated in Georgia because of that fucking pipe bursting, if I know that they cheated in Arizona because of all the fucking unverified they didn't do the what they call the fucking signature audit. That's it. And there's been a lawsuit going on over there for 4 fucking years, and they just refuse to actually move forward with it. Basically, coming out and saying, "Yeah, this is true, but we're not going to do anything about it." So if they have all 3 of those fucking states, where I'm damn fucking sure 99.9% that they cheated there. I didn't see them cheat in Virginia, but if Trump was leading and then the exact same thing happened at the same time frame where suddenly he's not leading at the same time when they start cheating across the country, why wouldn't I think that they also cheated in Virginia? Virginia was at that time a blue state because they cheated. Virginia was a red state until Obama. And then they started cheating because the Democrats won. And once the Democrats got in office, they were like, let's make sure that we know how to cheat.
Here's my thing. Like, the theory about Democrats doing that was around for months before the election. That, you know, the Republicans would take a big lead and then Democrats would cheat. Like, if that's what you think, then, you know, when they go low, we go lower. You should fucking cheat too. If that's how you feel,
yeah.
Like, not only should you cheat because you should want to win, but you also have a moral obligation to start cheating. When they go low, we go lower.
Yeah. I completely agree with you, but the problem is that mindset necessitates that you want to win. And it should be extremely obvious based off of how every Republican in power who did not need to worry about being Donald Trump, basically, how they all acted. And they all figured, okay, Trump's just going to take this one on the chin and then he'll go away quietly and we're all fine now. Like Pence, who had the fucking balls to think that he could run for president and actually win that primary. What a complete fucking idiot. Like, it's shit like that. You know, people are just completely disconnected from, you know, any of this. Why is your door open? Seriously?
Are you talking to me?
No, talking to my mom.
Okay. I did not. Okay.
She had her door wide open and the fucking dog's barking.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Door. And then I need this. And then I need this. Like, when I was much younger, Washington State had a governor's race between, I think it was Christine Gregoire and Dino Rossi. And I think Dino Rossi ended up winning, who was the Republican, by like... It was one of the closest elections ever at first. It was like a couple dozen votes. And then Christine Gregoire kept calling for recounts. Recount, over and over and over again. Couldn't get the vote she needed. And then they call for a recount, and they're like, oh, we just found a bunch of ballots in this locked drawer. And then she won and got in. And the state had to pay for all the recounts, because I guess the law is if you request a recount and it flips the winner, then the state has to pay for it. But anyway, like, when something like that happens, of course people are going to assume it's bullshit. And...
yeah.
Like, I mean, if that's the cost of doing it and you get away with it, you should feel like you got a really good deal. That's a really good deal. You just have people go, you know, that's bullshit, but you still won anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, look at Biden. It was complete bullshit. He absolutely 100% cheated, but he still got to be the quote-unquote president for the last 4 years. Mm-hmm. What the hell does it matter?
Well, yeah, the 400 electoral vote thing, Austin, was always kind of, you know, super optimistic wish casting. That would have required him to win, like, New York and New Jersey, which was not going to happen. But God fucking damn, I hate these guys that just hide out just on the other side of these damn doors and ambush you. Motherfucker.
Okay. Next thinks he would have gotten a 400. I mean, he should have. And he's going to this time, believe me. But... fuck.
Okay. I need to make ammo. I need to make some goddamn ammo. I can't believe how quickly I ran out of ammo. I'm embarrassed. I'm a Resident Evil veteran, so I pride myself on being able to save bullets, but I cannot aim for shit tonight.
That is what it is.
Okay, yeah, okay, good. Shotgun shells. It's only going to be like 3 or 4, but it'll do. Yeah. I can't remember what year that was, Austin.
There's a new Foxford. Have you seen it?
Hold on.
It's good.
Is it horse semen related?
No, it's about the UK.
That is pretty good.
I like that.
That's pretty good. Okay. Yeah, we have the medallions. I still think Resident Evil 4 Remake is probably a little better than this, but not by much, and this is obviously a much bigger upgrade over Resident Evil 2 Original than RE Remake was over RE4 Original.
There you go. Thank you. Why was that so fucking hard? Okay. I did 2 hours a day, I'd finish it in a week. Nice.
So it goes underground. Huh. That's it. That's our way out.
Wow.
Lieutenant Branna! Marvin!
I thought I'd be battling the whole game trying to
Time
get
to go.
the medallions, but you actually get the medallions in the first, like, 2.5 hours.
We need to get you to a hospital right now.
No, save yourself.
Come on, I've got you.
Go!
Look, we can still make it out of here together. Just give me...
It's too late. I tried, Leon. But I couldn't stop it. We can't let this thing spread. It's on you now. Just go.
I understand.
Tonight, at Kamala's rally, she called herself the Daughter of Oakland, where she's never actually lived.
Or been. Like, what the fuck is that even supposed to mean? Like... It's like saying that just because Seattle is kind of close to Vancouver means that you're Canadian.
Mhm.
Like, what the fuck? Man, that's stupid. You know, as a matter of fact, you're not going to believe this. The distance between Sacramento and Oakland is almost the same distance as the distance between Seattle and Vancouver. Holy fuck.
Wait, can I not go back? What the hell? I didn't think I'd trap myself on this in the underground. I still had stuff back there I wanted to do. Maybe I'll get to go back eventually.
You just reload your previous save.
It's not that big a deal. There was one safe that I knew how to open. Yeah, I was just going to say I can get down to Seattle in the same amount of time this stream's been up. Yeah, I believe it. I believe it.
Does JS live in Vancouver?
I think so. He's Canadian. I know that.
My condolences.
Mm-hmm. Don't blame me. I voted for Harper.
Pretty much. Actually, I was reading this article the other day, and the point of the article is just to shit on Canadians for not voting right-wing.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, what fucking more could Harper have done for these people? And then he listed, like, a bunch of Harper's accomplishments. And it's all like, you know, when you look at him, like, just straight up naked, like, the actual accomplishments themselves, what he really did, and then compare that to what Justin Trudeau's done,
Mm-hmm.
you're like, what the fuck were they thinking? And then you remember that they have just as big of a problem with immigrants voting as we do. So it's like, oh, right.
Apparently he's widely expected to get blown out next year, but that's obviously a year away.
Well, the problem is that he's been widely expected to get blown out in literally every single election. But he doesn't. He keeps winning. So I'm not going to sit here and say that the Canadian people deserve it, because I'm not going to say that kind of thing. What I think is that they have a broken system just the same as we do, and you can't really escape it. Because, I mean, by all rights, Fidel Castro's son shouldn't be running any country but Cuba.
Whoa. Perkin, the homie.
He was actually gooning on top of that file cabinet, and then you moved it. That disturbed me. You should really feel ashamed of yourself.
Well, if this is a boss fight, I'm screwed. I have no ammo.
Yes, actually. Yes, it is.
Oh. Well, I'm in a lot of trouble then.
Yes. There are drops, you know, because it's a boss fight, you know, there should be equipment around you.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, this will probably be very difficult. But I forgot that this section was here, otherwise I would have told you.
Yeah.
But this is why you can't backtrack, because you needed to go through to fight the boss. Once you finish fighting him, you'll go back to the police station.
Okay, well, here's green herb. That's very useful, except... well, here's handgun bullets. I don't know how effective those will be, but it's a start.
If I remember correctly, there may be a way to damage him without using ammo that is like native to the area that you're around here, but I know that you have to shoot him at least a little bit.
Ooh, okay. I think I see what you might be talking about. Ooh, hand grenade. That could be useful.
What difficulty are you on, by the way?
Medium.
Oh. Right.
Whatever the medium difficulty is.
And probably script. I mean, by all means, try, like...
If I die a few times, the game will give me the option to crank it down, which, you know, I could take, I guess, if I was stuck, but I don't think we're there yet.
Hey, you have a red herb and a knife. That's enough.
Okay, get out of my way. Get out of my way, you fucker.
Oh, right. It's only Resident Evil 3 that has the dodge roll, right?
Yeah. This does not have a dodge roll.
Yeah, you should have been. Should have been playing Resident Evil 3 then. Ha ha. No, just kidding.
I would expect this
Ladies
game
and
to be
gentlemen,
much
we got
better
him.
than Resident Evil 3.
Resident Evil 3 is a great game because it's basically the same as this one. You know, it's just like the story's different and the stuff that you do is different. The complaint people had with the RE3 remake was that the game felt way too short.
Yeah.
So between that and the fact that it came out like a year after the RE2 remake, people said that they rushed it. But like, it wasn't buggy, and yeah, it was short, but so was the original. Like,
They took out some stuff from the original, though. I know that. I watched somebody stream most of it.
That is very true. But what they were trying to do was just focus on like having the game be about you dealing with Nemesis, which is what the original was about too. But then also kind of other stuff going on, like the story of Raccoon City. But they kind of already covered the story of Raccoon City a bazillion fucking times. So in the remake, they're like, we kind of wanted to just focus on, you know, your experience with Nemesis, which is understandable. I don't know about anybody else, but I just got an ad break.
Okay. Oh, no. Oh, you asshole.
Oh, and you got him. There's the. Oh no.
That's...
I thought it was. It was just a different thing. I thought you were getting the cutscene.
All right.
So I was
I'll
like,
pause
oh, that's
for a
horrible
second
timing.
here.
Then.
I'll pause for a second.
I don't know if anybody's still watching. It is 12:30. Fuck.
I do need to get out of here shortly. Yeah. Oh God, why is Twitch mobile app so ugly now? It looks like TikTok. I think the other thing about Tim Walls that's very that people need to note is that the worst people in the world are the people who like the pick. Like it's the people on it's the far left, it's leftist Twitter who love him.
Since we're on an ad break, I can say this. It's gooning trannies that love him.
I didn't say that though.
Since we're still in the ad break, man, one of the things that makes the least amount of sense to me is like trannies that identify as gay and like they date other male to female transes. Because like that's just how weird their fucking fetish was. That they had the autogynephilia fetish where they were like, I just want to be me, but with tits. It's like, dude, what the fuck? And then being gay on top of that is just so fucking. How did that even happen? Really makes you think.
All right, let's see here.
Yeah, you're back. Bro, that Borderlands movie's gonna suck.
Yeah, I'm not excited for that. Oh shit. Oh,
I truly can't even understand why the hell they thought it was a good idea to do that.
Like,
But you just wasted like 8 shots.
I know. If they were to make a movie based off a video game, what would you want to see? Because Borderlands would not be very high on my list at all.
One that they haven't done. So like I can't do this one again, but like do it not shitty.
Oh, okay, that would work too.
I think a game that would work really well as a movie if they decided to do it properly. They could still easily really fuck it up, but like if they really tried to do it good, then it could be really good. It'd be the Mass Effect trilogy. Really, just when you think about it, any RPG, because one of the reasons that games to movies doesn't translate very well is because the game they pick is super weak on story. And an RPG is basically just a playable story, so... But if I was gonna pick one that they did before, and just have them not fuck it up this time... I mean, I liked the first Resident Evil movie, but...
Oh, hell yeah, I just mercy killed him with my knife. Fuck you, buddy. Now you've taken all my bullets and some of my health, but you know what? It's cool.
Good job. So yeah, now you can go back to the police station. But yeah, other than the first Resident Evil, like I like the first Resident Evil movie, but it'd be nice to see them
Somebody's watching.
do the others not shitty.
You know what I'd really like to see would actually be a Doom movie, a good Doom movie.
If they did that, they should bring back Carl Urban, but this time the Redemption. Having Carl Urban is just like straight up Space Marine. He just fucking kicks ass. That'd be great. I agree. Along those lines, a Duke Nukem movie.
Oh, that could never be made now.
Well, yeah. But man, imagine watching a Duke Nukem movie in 4K and hearing Brad Pitt as he plays Duke Nukem say, "A turd in the hand is worth 2 in the bush."
How do I get back?
Oh man. Actually, Brad Pitt in his 50s would be great as fucking Duke Nukem.
Unironically.
That'd be so awesome.
Wonder if they'll ever do the Metal Gear Solid movie. They've been teasing that for decades, it feels like.
I don't think they have to, because it was already a movie.
Kinda. Okay, I'm not sure it is letting me go back. It feels like the bridge back got destroyed and I can only go forward.
When I say go back to the police station, what I meant is that as you go forward, you will return to the police station. I didn't mean literally go backward.
Okay. That makes sense.
If I remember right from here, you end up in the parking garage meeting with Ada, and there's like a small Mr. X encounter, and then you go back to the police station. Okay. If I remember right.
Alright, I'm probably not going to get there tonight because I'm going to get to the next typewriter and get on out of here. I actually did pretty good for the first day. I did not think I was going to solve the medallion puzzle in the first stream. Like, we're going to end up being about 3 hours in, and I think this is going fairly well, other than the fact that I keep wasting ammo.
I wasn't paying too much attention. Did you already get the keys that are, like, suited? Like, diamond keys,
I got one. I've only found one, the spade.
Okay. Because, see, the thing is that this game, when you know what to do and you know where to go, the game's actually really short. So because of that, it's not like there's a lack of content. It's just that, you know, the game is meant to be experienced, you know, where you don't really know what you're doing and you're exploring and shit to pad out the length. So it's really easy for me to get confused in terms of where what is, because I'm like, you spend like 2/3 of the game in the police station, but when you know what you're doing, you're only in the police station for like 40 minutes, and that's 2/3 of the game.
All right, guys, that's going to do it for tonight. We did good tonight. We'll be doing more of this tomorrow. So, well, today, since it is now already tomorrow right now.
Based.
Let's see here. Oh, okay, cool. And if this goes as quickly as the first part has implied, I may do Claire A, Leon B, on top of doing the Leon A, Claire B. We'll see. All right. I will see you guys later.